Yeah, if you to ask me to name four, like 5 players, 5 of the greatest TVT players of all time, the immediate names that come into mind to me are V-Dubs, Tim, Gunman, Ed, and probably I don't know, Darius probably is one of the names as well. I haven't seen Darius play much. But like definitely V-Dubs, Gunman, Ed, Tim, probably the 4 names that probably come into my mind. Oh, Frank, yes, Frank. Alright, let the show begin. Top versus bottom here. Top left, path, top right. And Gunman is gonna go up against Latof here. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Path is definitely underrated, but no offense to him, he's probably a very, very close number 6. I just think that the players I've listed in the top 5 players I listed are just simply just better, man. V-Dubs, Tim, Ed, Gunman, Frank. Those 5 players are definitely the top 5 in my book. I've seen all of them play TV2s and it's always been a great pleasure. Let's see here. Gunman bottom left goes with the AFC after the War Factory. 1 miner here out of Ed. And Pav going as many miners as he can here. The drone top left does get taken care of. 2 rhinos out now for Ed. Pav moving his MCV. And Latof as well. So this is a very typical Path build. You don't see him expand him that much. Yeah, Max is definitely a close number 6 as well, but I feel like he's like back in the day, if you ask me a go-to Soviet guy for TV2, it'll be Max. But recently he just hasn't been playing that well in 2v2s. Like he has been playing great, but I feel like he was a lot better back in the day. So in comes Ed going around top right, Latof and Path going towards the middle as well. Gunman heading towards top left. The drones have been spanned out here. Path with a paradrop in Ed's base as well. The rhinos are top right and the grizzlies are top left. Looks like Latof here going with a split as well. He defends well. Beacons are being put out everywhere here. The paradrop does get taken care of by a sentry gun, but Path is now in to help as well. Ed doing some damage here, taking out 1 miner top right, but the MCV for Ed is gonna go down here. Gunman a little bit late to respond and help his teammate. Trying to push in against Latof, but he just pushes back here. Latof again with a split onto the left side. The rhinos in Path's base does go down. And beacons get popped out once again here. Gunman's rhinos getting hit. Ed now 3 rhinos going around top right. Path now with 5 minus. Still holding up pretty strong here. Latof hasn't been touched at all, except for the top left expansion there with the miner that Gunman tried to pressure up on. Unfortunately, didn't really work that well. Ed still keeping up the pressure here. No zero shenanigans. They did go 1. Path now going with Rocketeers on the bottom right. No flag at all from Ed. The flag is late. The last War Factory from Ed does go down. And Gunman double war here is gonna expand to the 2nd level. And his Rocketeers are hitting Latof here. Ed does still have a good number of rhinos though, but he needs a flag down in bottom right. From Gunman. Specifically, now Gunman going in on Pav down in top right. The Rocketeers are heading towards bottom left now. And Ed hitting Pav's minus here. 2v1 on top right. And the 2v1 on bottom left as well. The Rocketeers and the rhinos coming in towards bottom left. It looks like it's gonna be a win for the top team here. The last 2 grizzlies from Gunman does go down. 4 rhinos still in Latof's base. Gonna check out that War Factory, but I think Gunman will be dead along with Ed here in a minute. Unless he can go for the trade of some sorts. Hold on here, boys. Path can definitely defend. Looks like Ed is gonna pull back to defend here, but a little bit too late. Path was the one that needs to be taken out, but the trade doesn't go anyway. Yeah.
Player defeated.
Team F and Latof. Alright, Kodos, let's go. Gonna go back to back here. No waiting around. Score was 10-3. You can guess who won there. Latof won 10-3. So Gunman along the top here, Ed on the right. So it's gonna be bottom left versus top right, and Latof is gonna go up against Ed. It's gonna be interesting here. Ed is definitely gonna rush here. There you go, Latof as well going rush. I'm gonna rush for that air against Gunman. So AVA, SBS, longer top and bottom. So we're gonna see the AFC out from Path quite early here. And I think it's gonna go 0 along with Latof as well. Gunman does the same. Yep, so probably exactly mirror builds here. We'll see the warfare trees. The drone comes out for Ed, but the rhino comes out for Latof. Double drone actually from Ed.
Beacon detected.
So the air here definitely go to Teal to deal with the drones. Gunman's Rockies are going all the way towards Latof. You're gonna take care of that rhino as well. So the drones do get taken care of. We're now 2 rhinos to 2 here. Still just air from the allies here.
Our ally is under attack.
Path now getting hit by the Rocketeers. Path, not too many Rocketeers around. The AFC does go down. Path is in trouble here. Ed as well, pressing up onto Latof.
Our ally is under attack.
Gunman pulls right to defend, but he does get an AFC buying him some time here. Let's see whether Ed can, or whether Latof can defend well against Ed here. It looks like he does. Just pushes Ed back a little bit. Pedro comes in for Gunman as well to distract the Rocketeers.
Our ally is under attack.
Latof goes, Path goes for the War Factory instead of the AFC. The refinery does go down, so Path will have to rebuild here. The drones for Edge Rhino. And Latof seems to be just holding on very slightly here. The air from Gunman definitely going towards bottom now to assist in taking out the War Factory. The flag is out just in time. Ed can definitely snap that flag out of the way. Ed is going to chase that all the way around. The refinery does get rebuilt from Path. Good number of miners here. The Latof just lacking one more miner. And the Patriot taking care of the barracks. Looks like Latof is in trouble here. He is going broke. Definitely going broke. Another Patriot coming in for Gunman. The hidden flag there around the back. Ed now coming in. Gunman as well coming in. Forces the cell there. Latof. Path as well forces the cell. So Latof is done for. Calls GG. And that was just a very good rush there from the top right team. Actually, good rushes from both ends. 1-1. I think it was just a matter of the air battle. For Gunman and Path. I think Gunman committed a little bit more to the Rocketeers, so he won the Rocky fight. And Gunman was very smart to use his paradrop as well to distract the Rockies, so Path couldn't kill the Rockies there, using the paradrop as fodder while they were up. Alright, let's go. There's so much going on in the TV2. I really have time to breathe. But that's the fun of having 2v2 matches. So Path top left, Gunman top right. That's our bottom right. and add bottom left. So the corners game on cabin to Siberia. Soviets are down bottom, allies are up top. We'll see how this goes here. Gunman is definitely gonna go for that cliff early on. It's that power plant placement. AFC going up there, definitely a good thing to do. Just forces your opponent to go around the cliff a little bit longer to get to your AFC. Obviously being a very crucial building in 2v2s. So Pav Singh is going 1. There we see the AFC early from Gunman. Yeah, there you go, Rocketeers are immediately. Looks like Pav is gonna go miner here. So a little bit late on the AFC. And the first Rocketeer already targeted for that power, but a flag comes in immediately here by Latof. Drone gets microed pretty well from Ed. Ed going 1 as well. He's gonna drone that flag out of the way. Latof goes a miner behind that. The commitment here from the Rocketeers forces Pav to build a Patriot missile immediately. Ed now 2 Rhinos heading towards bottom right. He did go 0.
Beacon detected.
Yeah, we definitely went 0 there. In comes the rocket from Gunman. It's a double up on Latof here. Let's see whether Pav can do anything about it. He is very, very late there. Patriot missile comes up now. That's good. Pav does not have any units to pressure up on Gunman or Ed, but he does have Rocketeers now. He does sell that MCV, and the power drop now incoming. Pav looking to pressure up on Ed now, down in bottom left. Rocky's still very, very apparent there, going around the Patriot missiles now. Ed does have a couple units in base to defend though. But the Rocketeers getting that working refinery out of the way and getting the power down as well. Latof absolutely getting hammered here. Pav, it's all out to Pav here. Where is he going? He is going top right. The pressure up on Gunman. That power drop down top right is still gonna get the refinery out of the way. That gives Latof a lot of space to breathe here. Billballs does take care of that power drop. Ed's still pressing up on Latof here. He outtanks him by quite a bit. He can absolutely steamroll here. Latof selling his MCV. And Pav now looking to pressure up on Ed to give him space to breathe. The Rockies from Latof from Pav are still bottom right.
Our ally is under
Ed now his miners are getting hit. And Gunman pressuring up on Pav, which is what he should be doing here. Pressuring up on Pav to pull Pav back. Saving Ed, giving him space to breathe now. Latof left with 2 war factories. Well, Latof immediately calls GG there.
player defeated.
Very, very, very good pressure there from Ed and Gunman. 2-0. I'm hoping it's not going to be a complete landslide here from Ed and Gunman. But they seem to be playing on form here at the moment. So Gunman top left, Pav top right. Latof now going allied bottom right and Ed bottom left. So Pav and Latof here just swapping factions. So Pav is gonna go Soviet and Latof gonna go allied. We've seen Latof go allied before. Pretty scary, if you ask me. 2-1. Because Latof and Pav won the first match on Heck. Then Ed and Gunman won the consecutive 2 matches. Yeah, 2v2 is definitely hard to follow, but if you've done this enough, you actually get quite a hang of it. It's like whenever I'm seeing someone going in and attacking, if let's say I see Ed pushing in here, I'm always looking somewhere else to see whether there's something else happening here. Well, the general rule of thumb is that if your opponent is getting attacked, you pressure up on whoever's attacking it, especially in the corners game like because no, this one. This is left, this is right. But you know. There's a 0 from Ed once again along the Connie rush. Gunman going air after the refinery, after the war factory, sorry. So Latof goes with that with AFC as well. Flag cannon comes out here from Path. That's good map awareness.
Our ally is under attack.
And Ed will always keep up the pressure here. Let's see whether how Path can actually hold up and pressure up wherever he can here. So Latof can definitely defend and just camp a little bit. That's why you see two pillboxes out immediately. And Path actually going all the way down bottom left to pressure up on Ed. Which is the right thing to do because Ed is currently in Latof's base. There's no pressure up on Gunman. Gunman only has a couple of Rocketeers up. That one Rhino is more than enough to pull some of the Rhinos back. It actually pulls Gunman back to help deal with that. Because that Rhino could go along top left. Latof still defending and camping here. I don't think Ed wants to push that at all. Path with a couple of units down in the middle, couple of Rhinos. So we got 4 miners, paradrop from Path, from Latof, sorry, goes to bottom left. And Path looks like he's gonna push down into its Ed here. Gunman does well to defend. Defensive paradrop down in top left. Seems that's very hard to follow everything around. Yeah. Very. But I've gotten quite used to it actually. Albeit I do miss a couple things here and there. But I think I do a pretty good job. Gunman are going towards the middle. Flag cannon comes out for the Rockies. Gunman going to stay in and get that refinery out of the way. And a complete circle here. Latof choosing to pull back to defend against Ed here. Ed needs to be careful. He might get stuck. The sandwich of Path and Gunman. Gunman needs to get back in Path's base so he doesn't get sandwiched here. Ed just manages to pull out.
Our ally is under attack.
So it's gonna be a 2v1 onto the top right side. Latof still chasing Ed here, trying to get him out of the way. Ed now have a split down towards bottom left as well. From bottom left. Couple Rhinos here getting hit by that flak. Yeah, I'm not sure where the Grizzlies went there. I just missed that. So Rhino's still getting hit here and Latof pushing back Ed in the middle. Yeah, the paradrop there taking out one miner, which is really nice. So I Path now all the way down to level 1. Rockies are still there from Latof. Keep forgetting that I have bookmarks. Here we are out. There's a trouble. If Path gets a lab, or you can make a dread, or I think sea scorpions will actually really be useful here, just to prevent Gunman from getting Rockies in that general area. Ed now with a lot of Rhinos, but some of them are in base repairing at the moment. There you go. Out comes the sea scorpions now from Path down the middle with that warfare, that naval yard. Sorry. Rockies going along the top right. Counter naval yard out from Gunman, and Latof there going through the middle, hoping to hit one of the miners, but does get met with a couple of Grizzlies. Rhinos, sorry, from Ed. One miner goes down there from Latof. Out comes the lab from Path, so a dread definitely incoming here. There's a sub from Path to deal with any dolphins coming. Lots of Rocketeers now going towards bottom right from Gunman, taking out that working refinery. Latof now needs to reboot that refinery to get it in a good position here. And Gunman going along top right at the same time. Ed has all of his units down in the middle. Latof posing to go towards the middle as well, to the middle level to its Ed's base. Naval yard from Path goes down from the dolphins coming in. And Gunman pulling back there from that deso. Lots of Rocketeers going everywhere now. A lack of flak there from Ed in the middle, forcing him to pull back. Gunman now pulling in as well. No flak from any of the Soviet players actually. These Rocketeers are free to come and help defensive paradrap there from Gunman. Couple flags coming up from Ed now. And the lab is out from Gunman. That means that AFC, the aircraft carrier, sorry, can come out, but there's no anti-air to help with it. Gunman's gonna commit. His air unit is there as well, but the aircraft carrier does go down anyway. This is what I'm talking about, a very, very strong ally play from Latof there, especially with his camping prowess. There's no flag there. The flag is lacking behind here. Path can definitely snipe the flag out of the way, which is what? Undesirable actually. Ed now getting caught in the sandwich. Gunman needs to push in now. A Kirov coming out now for Path. And Ed just getting 2v1 there. Gunman very, very late to reply. He is hitting the miners though. And Path gonna do a Path thing and hide the Kirov at the top of the map. And the Latof's there. Latof's rocket is just getting way too many grizzlies. There's the Kirov there hiding. Gonna go across. This is definitely a lot laggier than the FCEU. Latof sells his MCV there. Path sells as well. Still some rockets there. Needs to be wary of that. That Kirov there. The beacon coming out in the middle. Another aircraft carrier wasted here by Gunman. Get your Aegis out before the aircraft carrier, Gunman. That Kirov still sneaking along the top here. I think Gunman should be able to see it. He does see it, and there you go. The IV's finally hit it, and Gunman can spot that Kirov out of the way. And GIV coming out now to repair the units. Sneaky Kirov does get spotted out. Even the fodder behind that. Path now mining gems in the middle. Long distance mining, might I add. But Latof's Rocketeers here has been doing so much work, along with Gunman's as well. But it looks like Latof's Rocketeers have been doing so much, a bit more work. They're taking out 2 aircraft carriers, going all the way top left for the Grizzlies. Fodder now coming in. But Team Right Side has no MCVs here. They have sold theirs. And again, Ed just has to be careful here because Latof and Path have been 2v1ing constantly. The micro from Latof, one more, doesn't lose all of it. There's been quite a number of times where Ed has been pushing towards the middle here on the right side, but Gunman just lacking slightly behind. Then just getting 2v1 here, Ed. Now Latof is the fuck ton of Grizzlies coming towards bottom left. Another aircraft carrier comes down in the middle. There's rockets are there too. But Latof hiding behind that war factory. No war factory now for Ed. Gunman and Path still sitting around. And Latof retreating there.
Our ally is under attack.
Harry is missing the Deso. Now finally, now that he has that anti-air, he can definitely do some damage now with the aircraft carriers. Minor check is not really relevant now. There's the only ore left is actually in the middle gems. Latof with a lot of grizzlies there, and using the Deso as well. Could probably push them a lot closer to the cliff.
Our ally is under attack.
But the rocketeers from Latof going all the way sneaking top left. Now Gunman does see it. Gunman needs to do a lot more with this aircraft carrier though. I believe he did take out everything here. I don't think he can reach the war factory. Path now trying to go along the top here. Gets met with a couple of mirages. More Harriers incoming here. Does take care of that Deso. Rocketeers coming top bottom left again. Latof gonna try the bottom left alley once again. The Deso is there though, deployed once again. So many once again too. Latof and Ed has been going back and forth here. Ed has been pushing in, Latof is pushing in, no one can do anything. And I mean, same with Path as well. Path is trying to go along the top, along the middle, along the bottom. Nothing is working here. Ed is gonna try to use Latof's Desos against him. I'm gonna deploy that Deso defensively. Ed now trying to push up against middle as well.
Our ally is under attack.
Ed is gonna get 2v1 here if Gunman is not careful. Where is his Mirages? They might have gotten popped by the Deso. Yeah, I think Gunman's Mirages got popped by the Deso. He's not broke. The eco situation is not looking well here. Yeah, Pav did try that sneaky kill out, but he got sniffed out by Gunman. Okay, 2v1 now going towards middle. Gunman can use the aircraft carrier defensively. In comes Pav in Gunman's base. Deso gets deployed there. Good Deso bomb from Pav. It looks like Gunman is out of the game here. He was broke for so long there, committing to 2 aircraft carriers, maybe 3 in the middle after getting hit so many times there.
Our ally is under attack.
Yeah, I think Pav's use of the Deso was so great there. This fight in the middle. They're on the same length, but Ed again using the Desos against Latof to a great extent there. Now Pav can come into his bottom left and just clean up. Rocky's looking at that power drop down top left. But the elite Grizzly, they're going all the way around. Getting one war factory out of the way. Ed desperately trying to go to his top right to get Pav out of the game before Gunman can get eliminated. It looks like he has a chance now to do that. Pressure up on Pav now. Latof desperately coming towards to take care of it. The tank control is there. Unfortunately, a lot of Ed's tanks are smoking there along the Rocketeers with no flak. Aircraft carrier goes down. It looks like it's gonna be a second win here for Pav and Latof. The final remaining units for Ed. Trotting all the way from the top towards the left, getting chased by the Rocketeers, and Pav can now just take care of Ed. And that is a G fucking G. Holy shit, what a last like 5 minutes there. 2-2. Nah, Pav probably snuck in through Latof's back door. And he's just playing on his laptop behind Latof right now. Latof just doesn't know it, so Latof is just speaking. The Pav just knows his every move. Desert Island, Gunman top left, Pav top right, Ed down in bottom left, and Latof bottom right. So left is right on DI. Where is Latof from? Good question. I know he's from the Middle East. He's from Kuwait. Okay, yep. He's from Kuwait. Uh-oh. Latof, my career minus. Latof. 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 That's embarrassing. Second time today. I have no beaconing it though. But did avoid there, sir. True. Okay, 4 row factory placements there. Ed going 1. Latof finally on gems. Gunman going 1. Ed going 0, sorry. Gunman going 1. No drone at all from Ed. But there are 2 drones on the field for Pav.
Beacon detected.
So that 0 there from Ed is getting pinged. Not much Latof can do except for build a couple of pillboxes to prep for it. There is that drone as well from Gunman. Oh, good reply there for the drone. And now making his way all the way towards top right now, seeing that path. His rhinos are way out of position, or he actually doesn't have any rhinos at all. We have K-Miner there from Pav as well. The Grizzly is gonna take on there with that Rocketeer. Grizzlies will definitely win that fight. The incoming rhino just get droned there. Finally a first rhino coming up. Pav still has one AFK miner. So many miners here on Desert Island. Gunman now can finally join the fight as well after building a couple miners here. I think Ed was definitely just the placeholder while you wait for Gunman to come in and help as well. Keep the pressure up without losing that many units. Path now can join in as well. Gunman pressuring up on Latof. Path and Path winning his fight there, so he's gonna pull back down bottom right to help. Early lab there from Path. Path dropped down in bottom left. And GIV to repair. 3 war factories now from Gunman. This is a singular one for Ed. Obviously he did commit to that 0 rush. There's a huge number of war factories here from Gunman. He needs to probably keep out the pressure on Path and probably get that IC or snipe that IC. Although he can take that fight, but the Deso is there. Is the main cause of concern there. Ed as well keeping Latof in his own base. Can definitely be a 2v1 here. The flag got sniped away. Ed can now go backdoor Path. Latof desperately trying to pull back and defend as well. Path making his way to the top left. Rogue Miner gets taken out there. I think the target from Ed is definitely going to go for the IC. The Kirov is out as well. IC gets sold either way. Path pulling back as well. And Gunman can now pressure up and down the bottom right. Not many Grizzlies from Latof to defend against, and a lot of Rhinos here coming up. Path maybe just overcommitting, sending all of his tanks back to defend against Ed. Gunman can now make a huge dent in Latof's base.
Our ally is under attack.
S3 goes down almost immediately. War factory goes down as well. Next is the barracks. Path now says he's going bottom left. Path there, maybe probably not an overcommitment there, pulling back all of his rhinos instead of maybe just 3 or 4, or maybe just keep 3 or 4 to pressure up on Gunman while he was pulling back to defend. And that's a sneaky Kirov once again. Because Latof was already in Path's base to defend, so he didn't need to pull everything back. Just a couple or leaving 1 or 2 rhinos to pressure up would do as well. Sneaky Kirov still on the way there. Look at him on the rhinos that Gunman has now. So many rhinos. Latof now. Only units he can build is the GIs. Not even in AFC for the Rockies. So Path doing Path things, he did rush that tech and go Kirov. Now that Kirov is incoming, I think Gunman is way too busy to see or detect or pay attention to that Kirov at all. He does have a significant number of rhinos. He does spot that Kirov now. After pulling up, he is making a ton of flak. Now the MCV is the prime target here for Path. I think Gunman can just sell that MCV. He doesn't need it anymore. Ed now can finally make a push towards Path and end him once and for all. There you go, that Kirov finally gets found out. Isaac gets spotted by Path, not on the drones but on the rhinos. So that Kirov was merely a distraction to stop Gunman from making more rhinos here, while Path can out-tank him. Fortunately it does not work even with that IC, and Ed can finish off Path here. No MCV, 1 war factory left. While Latof was walking with his GIs all the way to his base. Gets run over. Pretty standard stuff. Maybe Pav going for the spectacular there with the Kirov. Didn't really work out.
Our ally is under attack.
Latof won that Z. 10-3. Pretty convincingly.
Our ally is under attack. Our ally is under attack.
Yeah, 10-3. Pretty huge. Listen, if I say so myself, huge. Absolutely huge. There you go, Pap calls GG. Hard fought match once again.
Defeated.
3-2, Duet and Gunman. Colors are green and purple. True. Top just bottom. Interesting. Not pre-capped. Perhaps things going 0, pressing down bottom right. Latof just outranking Pavs that are saying no. Go one. Yeah, true. Like having Ed and Gunman on any of the team is a huge advantage nonetheless in a team game. But I think both Gunman and Ed have that adept's ability to just know what's happening around the map and being able to adapt. That Gunman, get your fucking gems, Gunman. So I hope Ed and Gunman don't rush in here. They shouldn't be rushing in. I'll tell you what, I'll join. Wait, then I'll mute myself so they can't hear me, but I can hear them.
You when I said that?
He went 3 drones so far. Careful, he's gonna be droning.
He got a drone in already.
Okay.
I'm going for another miner in case this one dies.
So I'm in a voice call with Ed and Gunman now, and they can't hear me.
I'm gonna make a depot, preemptive depot.
Good idea.
He's already made a shitload of drones, so might as well.
What? He got a drone in over there too? He got 2 drones in.
Did he?
Yeah, good thing I made it that extra miner again.
Yeah, I mean we know
drone and rocketeers coming to you.
We know Gunman. Gunman is always very emotional whenever he plays any games. It's so emotional. He gets really upset, which is why he thinks he's not a good caster. So we'll listen in on this game, see what happens.
At all. He droned me.
So Rocky is from Latof coming in here, not really working well. The flak is there.
Okay, I have 3 tanks and 3 miners and 2 boards. I need to make another.
I'm coming.
Okay. Make another miner.
He is right most of the time, that is true. I'm gonna be listening most of it to the team comms here by Ed and Gunman. Not really gonna cost them much. Morph actually got sold there. Latof against Gunman.
Now I've got what I need.
And Ed against Path, SVS AVA. Or SVA actually. Got a drop on the left. There we go, Gunman putting down a sentry gun, but is that enough to deal with the power drop? It actually is. Green and teal a little bit hard to tell the difference, but you see to see their Path just managing to survive against that push. Gunman does see that push as well, but he does have more grizzlies. Gunman.
Watch your top.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, so many.
Move your miners down on the bottom. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, looks like everything's happening on the bottom right. Yeah, Latof doing well to keep our pressure on gunman here. Pep as well, just keeping his tanks around the area. But now the Rocketeers from Latof all the way from bottom right, from top right, sorry. They saw the power there, flat cannon in,
Beacon detected.
out of power.
Beacon detected.
More beacons going everywhere.
Our ally is under attack.
Latof does well to defend path there. Yeah, definitely not looking good for gunman and Ed.
Our ally is under attack.
Latof getting sniping one miner away. Sorry, Path stopping one miner away from gunman there. Latof still doing a lot of work defending Path. And Path now with the drones. And Ed does not have a production building. He does have the money for it though.
How did that go into the hat?
How did that end up like that? I don't know. The drones, dude. I'm making a bunch of drones. I'm going back to Allied.
Oh dude. Yeah, government is saying he's going back to Allied once again.
3-3 now or something?
Yeah, I think so.
It is 3-3. 22 second set colors. The problem there is logomonic. The game is sort of dumb in the sense that certain colors always spawn together. Certain colors always spawn together, so that's why we can't really put colors to properly force a random. I will be popping into Ed and Gunman's comms here and there. But we are on South Pacific. Left is right. Gunman swapping back to Allied. Latof saying make Navy quick, so we're gonna see some naval here. Got to go. Did we just don't take the game that seriously? So AVS on both sides. Allied player obviously gonna take that para drop for that double para. But Latof telling Path to go Navy. So see how that goes. Let's listen into the comms here in early game from Ed and Gunman. And it's nothing. As expected. We have the AFC from Gunman. Latof. Oh, Path, sorry. But they have swapped back to the proper factions now. So AFC going after the war factory for Path. Latof saying he hears Rocketeers. Let's have 2 flak ready.
Beacon detected.
Back to tank.
There you go. So Ed now trying to push in. He went 0 again. Oh, I think he went 1 actually. Pushing up the Connies now. The Rocketeers from Gunman from bottom right going all the way top right as well. He can't snipe just flag there, Ed. I think he was looking for the opportunity, but he didn't really manage to get it there. Everything is going towards top right at the moment. Path was tasked to go naval quick though. Path dropped down bottom right from Gunman. Let's listen into the comms here and see what's happening.
Our ally is under attack.
There you go, Latof pushing in all the way to his top left from Ed now, getting that 1 miner down. Power drop barely surviving, and the power drop from Path now getting hit by Gunman. Or hitting Gunman. Another power drop. That double power drop proving actually really powerful here from Path. Using it really well. Getting that power out of the way. And that war factory down as well from Ed. Lots of Rockies from Path doing a lot of work. Latof now moving towards mid as well.
I got a couple of tanks.
I'm sitting on one right
You need anti-air base.
Indeed, he does. Right on top left, along with some Rocketeers. Now Latof solidifying its position in middle. But he does get met with perhaps Rocketeers. There is a lack of flag here from Ed. He is
Detected.
money-wise, he is tight to build another war factory. Okay, he does build another war factory. But gunman against Latof here. He is out tanked and doesn't want to push that exactly. So Pav being tossed to go naval quick. That plan sort of abandoned really quickly. After Ed tried to go for an aggressive push again, but Latof and Pav defending well with each other. Where is Gunman going with that elite Rocky? Things have sort of died down a little bit here. And moving towards the middle left to get some gold. The elite Rocky is still top right. I think it's just waiting for Path to forget that elite Rocky exists and leave that alone so he can do some backdoor damage. Couple IVs though, back in base to defend. And Latof not using his Deso to his advantage. Lab comes out for Gunman. So this is gonna be really deadly here. And Ed, great timing to push in.
Our ally is under
Pull back Latof there in the middle. And the elite Rocky again going around the back. Flag cannon is up to defend against that. Fire drop along the top left as well. No GIs on the cliff here. The naval yard does come up from Gunman. I thought we'd seen GIs on the cliff a lot sooner there. Just to help him with the pushes there. Gunman needs to deploy. Dolphins destroying Latof's naval yard. Pav does have a naval yard on the back as well, and a couple prisms. That's the GIs on the cliff that I was talking about. Really huge damage there. Look at that chrono as well. Latof gonna use his Deso to deal with that GI on the cliff. Aegis Cruiser comes out.
beacon detected.
More beacons everywhere here. Mirage is now being spammed out by Gunman. I'm not sure whether that's the right choice because he is broke. Prisms can definitely deal with that naval yard. But the sub is not here. And where are the Dolphins? The Dolphins are way far behind.
Our ally is under attack.
Latof making a push towards bottom left. He's steamrolling. Gunman calling GG. And I believe Path will take care of Eddie pretty easily with the Mirages. It looks like Latof and Path pulling it back 4-3 now. They are in the lead for the second time in this game.
Player defeated.
There's this in there.
Such a hard defense.
I don't know, there's one oil each. Nah, they get to experience that oil life.
Stop complaining. Wake up.
Let me stop complaining. Thank you for 100 bits.
Player defeated.
Yeah, we just read.
Player defeated.
I took 20k channel points on Ed and Gunman. Yeah, that's a big bets. Yeah, a lot of new match release, Echo. Alright, we'll veto this. Then see what map they go with next. Stronghold is cool, it's a good map. It's fine. Dorado it is. Puffed. Puffed.
They had a like a challenge at this one bar where if you drank 4.
Okay, they're not talking about a game yet. Alright, Dorado Descent. Let's see whether Ed and Gunman can pull it back there after a 2-game losing streak. Latof top right, Gunman top left, Pep bottom left, and Ed bottom right. So in a corners game especially. Let's see how they do. So I'm thinking that maybe Gunman and Ed may be trying a little bit too spectacular, trying this, trying that. But that's why Gunman was saying play normally. So no flashy stuff, just play normal. But on Dorado on a map like this, going 1 and then rushing is not a bad idea. But I've seen players go 0 as well. There you go again, Paf saying he's going 1. Which means that he will go a War Factory first. But get overruled there. Half obviously down bottom left, teal player. And Ed down bottom right. There's the 1. Latof still not getting his gems once again. Gunman now needs to spot that rush of a scout. There's the air from Paf. And Ed as well going 0. No pillboxes out from Gunman at all. There's a drone coming into a Rhino. Ed now gonna pressure up on Latof to pull him back away. And I believe Paf should be able to pressure up on Ed here.
Beacon detected.
Got 2 Rhinos on the back. And Latof now getting pulled back as well. Oh, he might get that. Oh, minor on 1 health. Just about saves it. And of course Latof can keep out the pressure here. 2 miners still alive and fresh. Paf still hasn't moved just yet. His Rocketeers aren't anywhere to be seen actually. There you go, he sells the MCV. The government hasn't expanded down to the bottom patch yet. None of the players are actually, but they can definitely do so. Have now a decent number of Grizzlies. Can start pressuring up onto Ed here. Gunman and Latof still not doing anything much. Harris there missing that flag. Defensive power drop there from Gunman. He's waiting for Latof to come and be aggressive. But Pav does have a good number of rockets as well. 1 flag there badly damaged. I would probably get another one if I was Ed. Rocky fight is still going strong, but Latof still has that flak. Trying to get the gunman's rockets out of the way, and looks like he will get 1 badly damaged. But Pav definitely has a bigger number of Rockies here. And that flak seems to have gone down by the Harrier from Pav. There you go. And Pav, Latof now starts his MCV as well. Looks like it's a double up here. Pav spinning up his Grizzlies onto top left. Gunman getting doubled here. Ed will now try to push in on Pav, but Pav has a good number of Rhinos here. Ed is out tanked. And where is Ed going? He is gonna pull all the way back onto Latof's base. Gunman getting hit in a 2-1 situation now. There's only so much he can do. He will take out the Grizzlies, but the Rhinos are another thing to worry about. Pav now trying to push him down on bottom right while Ed is on the way to top right. Gunman will definitely not hold it. The flak is not out of the way, but Ed now has to deal with the Grizzlies coming in down to his bottom right. He will win that fight against Latof though. It's starting to get a little bit laggy. I'm not too sure why here.
Our ally is under
As he goes down from Ed. Does Ed have anything in Gunman's base? He does not.
Our is under
Latof now
attack.
pulling back. The flag will take care of the rockets coming in. Ed can now pull all the way back. But Ed defeated 4 in that
Beacon
base trade.
detected.
Now 2 grizzlies incoming, but Gunman realistically can't do anything. And it is 5-3 now. Colors are yellow green. So top versus bottom. This time Ed and Gunman are along the top, and Ed is gonna go up against Latof here. But it looks like it's a switch immediately. Let's listen in.
Okay.
Alright, looks like nothing yet on comms, but there's a switch here. Gunman is gonna go up against Latof, and Path is gonna go up against Ed. Yeah, that is true, bro. But I mean, in a 2v2 case, you need to be able to work with anyone, right? So I think individuals are okay to talk about as well. Not the worst thing for sure, but I think individuals as well are like people who can play and adapt to anyone. I think it's a very strong feat in 2v2. A Path, you're gonna rush air. Latof did say to rush. We'll see how that goes. Here comes the air towards top left here. No scout. You see that they've switched. Or actually, I don't think it matters if they switch or not, because there's no map preview in RA2. I just realized that. Forward Wolf Factory placement there from Latof. And Ed actually pushing in as well. Ed going 0. Flight cannon up behind that war factory. Actually Ed doing a lot of damage to Path here. Path managing to micro that 1 miner away, but rockets are getting pulled back. And Gunman seems to be pushing off Latof as well.
Our ally is
With the Rocketeer, but he wants to be wary along the tank control, along the cliff though. Doesn't work out for Gunman. Ed still putting on the pressure onto Path here. The flag is there. Grizzly comes out. 1 miner goes down for Ed from Path. But Latof now rolling through Gunman's base. Para drop gets dealt with by the miners. Latof still seems to be winning his fight there. Gunman defending with pillboxes. And Ed managed to get 1 miner out from Path. So Latof still drone. So Rhino after Rhino after Rhino kept coming in here. And it seems like Gunman's actually defending well against the onslaught of Latof. Latof not getting pulled back. Things seem to have quieted down here. Let's listen into the comms of Gunman and Ed. Nothing so far. Looks like Ed is going.
He's coming to you on the other side.
Ed was going bottom left. Now he's going, pulling back here, back into space to defend. Latof. 5 rhinos coming in. Ed is far, far away. Gunman's base there. MCV is in trouble. Sell it. Doesn't manage to sell. Yeah, Gunman's miners are all gone. And he doesn't have money to rebuild any miners as well. Latof can go back and forth here. Path still
Our ally is under attack.
pressing up on Ed. Looks like Gunman completely out of the game here. Unless he sells one of his war factories. Yep, there you go. Looks like it is gonna be a decisive win here for Latof and Path. Not much that Ed can do in a 2v1. He will try though. Definitely will try, but Latof not coming in with reinforcements to his top right. This looks like game, set, and match. Score 6-3. Pav and Latof there looking really scary.
Player defeated.
I think Pav just played really well to his Latof there, following his lead wherever he goes, whatever he says. That will be the end of this game.
Player defeated.
Very, very good matches there. Especially the first 3 games there on was very, very, very hectic.